Hey everyone, long time no see. I just was on my YouTube channel this morning and realized that, man, it has been about 2 years. It's been more than 2 years since I actually made a video like this. I have been posting my podcast episodes to my channel, but I haven't actually appeared on camera for over 2 years. And the reason for that is that life has changed so much since that last video I made about Evernote. So I was in Qatar at that time. We left Qatar shortly after I made that. We moved back to Australia for 2 months, and then we ended up going back to South Korea for a while. From South Korea we moved back to the US. I became a US resident. We got married. We had a son who is now, he just turned 1 year old a couple of days ago. And been doing a lot of travel in that time. I've been back to Australia a number of times. We did our first family immersion trip to Jordan at the end of last year. If you've been following my blog, you know all about that. I took my 8-month-old son at the time to Jordan, where we worked with Iraqi and Syrian refugees in the one of the poorer parts of Amman. And it was just awesome. I shared more. If you want to read about, if you haven't heard about that and you want to know more about it, you'll find out on my blog. I might share more in a future video for those interested. So a lot has happened. Like, a lot has happened. In that time I've become a married father, and yeah, just moved countries. I mean, life has changed so drastically in 2 years. I kind of had to back off from this. I've kind of periodically been working on my other website, Talk in Arabic, although I've kind of handed a lot of that over to some of my native Arabic speaking friends. Yeah, just a lot has happened. But this year I'm really keen to get back into things, and I announced recently on my blog that this year, 2018, I'm going to really be focusing on Greek. So I'm getting back into what I did not finish in seminary, which is Koine Greek, a sort of an ancestor of modern Greek from about 300 BC to 300 AD. Koine Greek, which is the language of the New Testament. Been working through a few resources for that. Someone recommended this to me recently on my blog. This John Dobson, Learn New Testament Greek, absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna talk more about that because it's such a good resource. I was working through my original textbook, which is The Elements of New Testament Greek by Wenham. Still probably the best textbook around if you like the academic stuff, the dry, explicit grammar methodology, translation methodology. It's very dry. It's very, you know, memorize the rules and then translate this. Whereas this is much more along my in line with the way that I learn. And then I just got this off Amazon, which is Mounce's grammar cheat sheet. So that's so I've been working through a few things with Koine Greek. But the other thing that I'm doing this year is I'm also learning conversational Greek, modern Greek, and I'm doing it partly as an experiment because I really want to see how an ancient language like Koine Greek can benefit the modern version of it, the modern variety of it. So it is an experiment, but I've also always wanted to learn modern Greek. I'm hoping that in the next few months, my wife and I, my son can head over to Greece and put it to use. But so it's interesting. I've already noticed how learning two varieties of Greek from two different time periods are sort of affecting each other, or sort of influencing each other. There's benefits there. There's also been disadvantages in the sense of you know, things have obviously changed, words have changed, grammar's changed. So there is a little bit of confusion there, but it's been really interesting so far. So that's what I'm focusing on this year. I'll probably talk a lot more about it. Just wanted to say hi with this video. Subscribe to my podcast. Make sure to get back on my blog and catch up on things that you might have missed. And yeah, and I'll be sure to start putting more of these videos up shortly. Look forward to hearing from you guys.